Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, the notorious H.I.M, and I am back with another battle here for you. This is the last time using this team, and I do just want to thank you guys so much for all the support on the last video. Definitely appreciate it. And if you can, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit me up with all of that. I really do appreciate it. We are so close, guys, so close to that goal, and I would love to push and make a push towards the next goal of subscribers here. So just a few more to get to 200, and I definitely appreciate that. But last time using this team, and I will say right now, this one is an absolute banger, bro. It goes down to the wire, bro. Like I have to really think creatively to do something in this battle. So I decide, you know what, I'm gonna lead off with Thunderbird. Like, Thunderbird is the fastest mod that I got. I have the choice scarf on it, so I know he's pretty much gonna be able to outspeed whatever he has, and I can go for an easy volt switch. Nothing really wants to deal with this thing, so that's exactly what I do. I go for a big volt switch on this thing, and it does a pretty good level of health. It probably knocks him down probably to like 75% health. So now I could decide, okay, I could go out into Albus Corvus. I could very easily go out into you know, Gogoat here, since I am specially defensive, and that's exactly what I decide to do. I go out into Goat James here. Good old Goat James. So he gets off a big Moonblast on me, which isn't too much of a big deal, true say. Like, I'm not too afraid of that. It's just that it can reduce the attack. It has a chance to reduce the attack, and I really can't stand for that. So I'm gonna decide, you know what, let's go ahead and get a Leech Seed off. If I could just start getting some power plays on this, get my Leech Seeds going, it's gonna be just threatening to him to get up out of here. He doesn't want his health pretty much zapped here. He goes for a big side shock, which is gonna do a lot of damage. Like, true say, because I am fully you know, especially defensive, and this thing does damage on the defensive side, it's gonna do some damage to me. It's gonna do some work. So I decide, you know what, now is a perfect opportunity. I could very easily start bulking up in your face. I could very easily just go for a big Earthquake. I could go for a big Horn Leech. You know, there's really, the world is my oyster with Gogoat here. Like, Gogoat is such a great mon, and especially for utility like this, just putting pressure. And it's not even like direct pressure, it's just subtle pressure, right? Like, because no one wants their health taken away, right? Like, that's the name of the game, bro. Drop your opponent's HP to 0. So no one wants that residual HP taken from them, much less healing me. So he's gonna have to make a choice here. If he wants to switch out, be my guest. I'm just gonna go ahead and get off a big you know, bulk up in your face. There's really not much that you could really do to me. So he goes ahead and goes out into the Skeledirge here, and I get up a big bulk up, which is great. Like I said before, this mod is fully specially defensive, so I'm really not too afraid of this thing, and I will absolutely have to Tera Water here, right? Like, if Gogoat is gonna be a threat, and I'm already setting up, I have to go for the Tera Water and then go for a big Earthquake and try to knock this thing out, because this thing is an absolute threat. If he starts Torch Songing, start getting off some boost, I really don't want that smoke. So like, I'm gonna try to get this thing up out of here as soon as I possibly can, bro. Like, I do not want this thing start setting up in my face with the Torch Song. So I decide, you know what, let's go for a big Earthquake. If he goes for a Torch Song, that's fine. He gonna get the one boost, and hopefully I'll be able to outspeed and knock this thing out. But he gets a huge boost here, and I get a big Earthquake right off in his face, and it almost takes him out, bro. It drops him down to probably like 10% health, which is totally fine. I'm hoping that I'm able to outspeed, you know, because these things definitely are not like very fast. Like look at this thing. This thing doesn't look like it could go fast at all. Like Gogoat looks like he can outpace him. So I'm gonna go for another Earthquake, because nothing on his team wants to take one, especially seeing as I have the bulk up now that I have the attack boost and defense boost. Nothing really wants to take that. So he goes for a big Shadow Ball here, bro. Knocks me down to 21 HP, but I luckily am able to hit this Earthquake and knock him out. So now I'm not looking too good of a prediction with Gogoat James here. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to survive much in the battle, but I'm gonna stay in, bro. Like, there's really no reason for me to go out, bro. Like, I've already boosted up. I might as well just try to get off as much damage on something. Probably try to get off a Leech Seed to help something else. So I really don't know what this guy wants to do. My play 100% is to probably go for you know, the Horn Leech, right? Like, that would be the best play, because honestly, this thing is probably Choice Scarf, right? This thing is tends to run the Moxie, the Choice Scarf, so I could very easily make that play. But I decide, you know what, let's switch out. Let's go out into Albus Corvus. Let's try to preserve you know, Gogoat here, just in case I need to death fodder it off later on. If he attacks me, he's gonna at least be hit with the Rocky Helmet. So out comes Albus Corvus, and he goes for an Earthquake, which honestly, best play he could probably make, try to get off that Moxie boost. And now I'm gonna body press, right? Like nothing wants to take this body press, bro. Like nothing on his team wants to deal with this body press. And if anything hits me, like I said, I'm physically defensive, fully physically defensive, and I'm running the Rocky helmet. So nothing really wants to deal with Albus Corvus 1v1. Nothing that's gonna do some direct damage. So this is gonna at least allow me to do a lot of damage to this Crocodile, or at least kill it, right? And this threat will be up out of here, bro. Like I have to get this Crocodile out of the way, because if he is Choice Scarf, which I suspect he is, I'm gonna have a real rough time with this thing. So out comes a Greninja. True say, that's fine. I'm gonna go for a big body press in your face, and look how much damage that does, right? Like I know he can't hit me or knock me out with one hit. I mean, I don't think this thing gets any electric moves, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for a big body press. He obviously could have just Tera electric and Tera blasted me, but I'm not expecting that. So I go for a big body press, knock this thing right out. Goodbye, Greninja. Another huge threat. Just up out of here, bro. I really can't deal with some of those mons. So it's really great that I was able to get those things up out of there. So I really don't know what he wants to do, right? But I have a couple of different mons that I could really, lead with or come back out with if I need to. Out comes the Caridian, bro. Like, and true say, this thing is an absolute threat, bro. Like, this thing is a box art legendary for a reason. I've never personally used it, but I faced it multiple times, bro, and I know that these things could be a threat. So with him having that sun up, you know, he could pretty much go for whatever. He's probably gonna go for like a fire move. My play is to see if I can live and go for a Roost. He goes for the collision course, and it does an immense amount of damage to Albus Corvus, bro. Knocks me clean out, bro. There's nothing I can really do. But at least I get the Rocky helmet damage off. That's gonna make him a little bit easier to deal with later on. So that's fine for me. Now I have a choice to make, right? My choice really is to go out into either Thunderbird, or I can go out into Caraxes. I believe I'll be able to outspeed with either or. True say, I probably should have just gone out into Thunderbird, go for a big air slash, notch this thing right out, but I still need this thing because he has some mons on his team that are pretty fast, and I really don't want to risk my fastest mon just like that. An air slash from Caraxes will absolutely kill this because I'm rocking the choice specs. So I decided, you know what, I'm pretty sure I can outspeed this. I'm gonna go for a big air slash. I haven't really faced or used this thing, so I don't really know what the stats are. He goes for a big Dragon Claw right in my face, knocks me down to 5 HP, but I do KO him. Unfortunately, because the sun is up, I am gonna go down. The solar power, does come through, but that was just an amazing power. I'm choice specs and I got the solar power boost, bro. Nothing was gonna live that, bro. Like, it was gonna take out whatever was in front of it. So thank you so much, Caraxes. Thank you so much, Charizard. I definitely appreciate that. Now I have a choice, right? Do I want to go out into Gogoat here? Try to see if I can Leech Seed something. But my play 100%. Let's bring out the Thunderbird, because I could at least just Volt Switch around, get some damage off, chip some things down. That's my play 100%. But unfortunately, my opponent makes a very good move here and goes out into the Crocodile. Like True say, I don't know how much an air slash is gonna do. I have not calced it. I do not know what this thing will be able to do, under these circumstances, and I know I can't Volt Switch, so I have to actually switch out here. And I decide, you know what? Let's go out and fodder off Gogoat here. Gogoat's done his job. He put as much pressure as he possibly could on this guy's team. So that's exactly what I decided to do. I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and go out into Goat James. If he wants to kill me, that's fine. He didn't get the Moxie boost, and True say, that will be totally fine. I'm not too afraid because I know that I'll be able to kill him with my Haxorus if I can get a first impression off. So out comes a Mimikyu, and True say, this is definitely a problem here, bro. Like, with this having the disguise up, my main priority should have been to just say, you know what? Let's pop the disguise, bro. We have to get rid of the disguise. He goes for a Wood Hammer, and I get the Sap Sipper, bro. He wasn't expecting me to get a big attack off, but obviously he has the disguise, and I missed the Leech Seed, bro. Like, that was just a crucial play right there, and I missed the damn Leech Seeds. Like, had I been able to get that, I know I would have probably been able to survive another one of his attacks because I have the Leech Seed health plus the Leftovers. So now I have to decide, do I want to go out into something, or do I want to just let this thing go down? Because I don't believe Gogoat will be able to live whatever he goes for. So I decide, you know what? let's see if I can hit the Leech Seed, bro. If I can get the Leech Seed, I could still have some viability. But unfortunately, I do not outspeed, and unfortunately, you know, it wouldn't have made any difference. I wouldn't have been able to survive it anyway. So it is what it is. You know, there's not much I can really do. So I have to make a choice here. Do I want to go out into Thunderbird? If I go out into Thunderbird here, I could get the Volt Switch, pop the Disguise, and get up out of here. Even if he Shadow Sneaks, because he didn't Sword Dance, he's not going to be powerful enough to take out Thunderbird. So that's probably the best play I could probably make, is go out into Thunderbird, get off a Volt Switch, pop the Disguise, and then bring something else out to deal with the Mimikyu 1v1. And that's exactly what I decide to do. I decide, you know what, let's go out into Thunderbird here. But he could very easily have just switched out. I don't expect him to. I don't expect him to bring out the Crocodile, but he very easily could have. So I go for a big Volt Switch here, pop the Disguise, at least get this thing a little bit lower, you know, and now it allows me to just come back out with another Mon, most likely a Espathra here, and try to start setting up for endgame here, because if I can get off like a Calm Mind and a Protect, start getting off some speed boost, this thing is going to have a nightmare situation. But he goes for the play rough, and he does land it, bro. Unfortunately, I was hoping that he would be able to miss, but he does land that, and now I'm at his mercy, bro. Like, the only thing I can really go for is a Protect here, just to stop him from killing off the Espathra. Like, Nicki Minaj just came out here, and she's not having a good time on stage right now, so he goes for the Saddle Claw, and obviously I do Protect, so it's not going to be able to do much damage to me. But I don't know if with these speed boosts, if it's going to be enough now to be able to kill him with the stored power. So the only other move that I have is the Dazzling Gleam. So that's exactly what I go for. I really don't expect it to kill. I'm just hoping that I can bring this down to a manageable level of HP, that I can come back in, knock this thing out with another Mon. He goes for the Phantom Force, and now he disappears. True say, I really don't know if it works this way, but the way that I'm thinking, my thought process is that if I Protect on the turn that he attacks, I may be able to block it and get another speed boost off. So that was my thought process, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work that way. Honestly, like, that makes the most amount of sense. Like, logically, that probably should have worked, but it doesn't unfortunately work that way, and he goes ahead and gets a critical hit on me and knocks out Nicki Minaj. You hate to see it. She didn't get a chance to really do her best hits, but you know, she went to Ubers for a reason. So I decide I'm down to my last 2 Mons. He has, I think, 3 Mons left. I have to make a play here. I have to do something, and I don't believe I outspeed with Grim Reaper. I'm not rocking the Choice Scarf. I'm rocking the Choice Band, and if I'm able to get off an Iron Head, I'd probably be able to kill it, but I don't know if I outspeed. You know, I probably really should have calced to see if I would be able to outspeed or live something. But I don't think that I can. So my play 100% here is to go out into Thunderbird, see if I can get off like an Air Slash or a Volt Switch or something. Most likely an Air Slash, right? Like, I don't want to Volt Switch in Grim Reaper to an attack, because I'm still going to need this for later on. Like, if I can somehow, some way kill this Mimikyu right here, then, you know, he'll probably bring out either the other monster he has left. I think he has the Sylveon and the Crocodile. If I can live, knock this thing out, I can probably you know, work on getting some first impressions off against those other Mons. But I go for Air Slash here, and it knocks out the Mimikyu, which is great. Like, this is gonna put me in a little bit of a better positioning. I mean, I'm really kind of struggling to see my win con here, like True says. So if I can just get in, you know, Grim Reaper, and then go for you know, an Iron Head, or go for, you know, a first impression on the Crocodile, that would be best case scenario. But from this level, I'm locked in. So my only play is to hope for a flinch. That's really my only option, bro. Like, I don't want to switch out into Grim Reaper and take a Moonblast. So I go for the Air Slash. Unfortunately, I do not get the flinch, and he knocks me out with the Moonblast. So now I'm down to my last Mon, and he has, you know, I believe this and another Mon. So I really don't think that I'm gonna be able to pull this one back, guys. So I think this one is a W for my opponent. I think he did a really good job of imposing his will on this battle. My only play, I have to go out into Grim Reaper here, but now I'm just deciding what I want to do as an attack. I can't Outrage, right? Like, had I been able to Outrage, you know, I probably would have been able to kill the Crocodile. but that's the biggest bane of my existence right now because I know it's going to outspeed. So I have to Iron Head here, and that's exactly what I do. I go for a big Iron Head. I know from this range it would absolutely kill the Sylveon, but I know the Crocodile is rocking the Choice Scarf. Like, I've already kind of deduced based off of the battle that he's rocking the Choice Scarf here. So I'm just going to be able to Iron Head. I'm locked in. I am Choice Banned. My only saving grace is if I could probably get like a flinch or something. That's probably the only thing that's going to really save me here and save this battle. But guys, unfortunately, I do not get the flinch. So this is you know, a GG for my opponent. He does go ahead and knock me out with 2 Earthquakes here. But guys, if you did enjoy the battle, definitely rate, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate all the love. It's been your boy, the Notorious H.I.M, and I'm out. Peace!